What it do, what it do, what it do. That big reading again. So I'm gonna try to do it now, you know what I mean? To make it nice and meaty. Nice and fulfilling. How y'all doing, my collection? Hope y'all are doing swell. Drinking y'all's water. Staying hydrated. It's getting hot up in here. Oh man, but yeah, I'm no, wait, hold on. I'm no professional, just an entertainer. If you need help, seek help. You know, because I'm just a guy that likes to play with cards. Anyway, I needed a few minutes to think about this one because it's not my typical kind of just straightforward like you versus them versus you versus them. It's kind of like required me to use my noggin. I use all these darn cards because it's like it just simplifies it, you know what I mean? It takes less thought, you know, and they just really paint the picture and put the story together for me. But I still had to think about it. So, and honestly, I'm still a little stuck on it. I'm gonna just say it how it comes in my head because that's how the downloads come through. So, alright. Seems like family, you know what I mean, had you under some kind of binding spell, manipulated your mind, you know what I'm saying? And, oh, this is tricky. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're blessed by the Most High, abundantly in all realms. And see, the devil don't like that. But you're an earth angel. And he's trying to find a way to keep you bound, keep that spell going, but they only last so long. And it's like you're getting help. You know what I mean? And so it's helping you to progress through this spell. I don't know what it is, a lack mindset, a impoverished reality. But it's like your spirits are riding with you. And they're comforting you and they're blessing you with that strength to endure. And see, the devil don't like that. He's creeping. He's like, man, you see him right there? You see him? It says he's watching. And they're watching you in spirit make it to that finish line. That wheel of karma, bro. And overcoming that vicious betrayal. And coming out on top. And that entity has to collect. You know, that spell work is real. But you set free from it. Because once you know the truth, it sets you free. And you balance that shit out. And it took a while. But you got there. You ready to tap. 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights. Waking up with night sweats. You can't even sleep past like 3 fucking hours maybe. Having nightmares and shit. It's the spell work. It's the spell work. They bound you to some spell. And I don't think you knew. You thought it was just your life. And you just probably thought, well, I guess this is fucking how life has to be. You know what I mean? Making you feel stupid with an apathetic mindset. Not knowing this is who you are. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're like a matriarch out here. You're the one that has been put through it. And that you have so much love. You know how to give back. And look, it's like your spirits are like convincing you like, look, that is not you. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're in the light. And it's like your spirits are with you. People see you and they see how you work when you're by yourself. And they're like, man, I want to be like that. You know what I mean? And they see the potential in you. And they side for you because they see you doing it out here alone, fighting off these fucking demons and shit. You see your spirits though, they rocking with you, brother. They always with you. Right there. Keeping a close eye on you, reporting back to the divine. Hey, this is what's going on with the earth angel. Oh, okay, let's send backup. Let's send that comfort. Let's send that peace, that grace, that mercy. You know what I mean? And the devil don't like that. He wants you bound. But you can't bind an earth angel. And so they're still at it. 555, trying to find a way to control your world. Control and dominate your mind. But it's too late. Because your DNA strands are with the divine. Look at that. Divine is tied into you, bro. And you fighting that wicked. You say, you know what, I'm over this shit. Listen here, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? You fighting back. And look, while he blamming on you, you blamming on him. John's little wick. I'm just kidding. And it's like you biting back. You know, you making investments towards progression. They don't like that when you're investing in yourself. They want you to invest in them and all the wrong shit. But you're like, you know what? No, I'm taking control of my life. And I'm going to invest in what I believe in, what I stand for. I'm going towards my career. I'm investing in things that will help me progress, not just material stuff, but stuff that I could hold on to and say and show for. You know what I mean? And they're watching you progress. And it says, when one is not expressing himself, he is not free. And so now that you stood up for yourself, you stood up against that beast, bro. I'm telling you, you were chosen one. You were chosen to conquer these demons out here. You know what I mean? To be that generational curse breaker, to be independent. And they probably saw you. This is telling me as a child, you must have done something. You must have talked to your spirits. And they're like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? And he just froze. You're like, you know what I mean? And they probably thought you were evil and shit like that. So they try to curse you and damn you to fucking hell. But no, that's you in spirit. Your angels, your orishas, your ancestors. You know what I mean? All there. Backing you up, bro. Keeping you unbound. That spell work may have hit, but it was only meant to fortify you. You know what I mean? And now the time is up. The contract is up. And because you fought through that shit, through all the monitoring spirits, you see him in between the sheets? He's poking his little head out. Ghostface. Or that's not Ghostface. That's Halloween. That's Michael Myers. You know what I mean? And that wheel of karma, because you fought through it, you ain't in your head no more. See, that's upside down. You ain't losing your shit no more. You know what I mean? The spell's done with. And you've had enough of them poking the bear. Now you got that Leo strength. Look at that. To overcome that vicious betrayal. Ain't that crazy? The lions, and then the lions come out. Yeah. You stood up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Look at that light on him. You ain't taking that shit no more. You say, you know what? I know the truth now. And the devil is a fucking liar. You know what I mean? I don't fall for that shit. Slow and steady wins the race. I ain't here cutting fucking corners. Because I know it don't last. When you don't do it the right way, it don't count. And so the divine kept you in the light. Kept you doing it right. Overcoming all this shit. And he made you realize I did not need any of y'all. I just needed the divine, bro. He's always got my back. And look, see, 2 of Cups. They try to make you bound to the devil. 2 of them and 2 of them. No, but you're with the divine. Look at those wings. Leo, bro. Leo. With the wings. And so the spell work is broken. You're getting your footing out here. You're slaying them demons, bruh. Spiritually. You know what I mean? And you hitting this bitch over the head with the frying pan. And now those entities can't fuck with you no more. You know what I mean? And so now they attached. They attach back to the sender. Defeat is a state of mind. Defeat simply tells me that something is wrong in my doing, is a path leading to success and truth. That's rite of passage. You know what I mean? Because you didn't sell out. You fought the fight, and they're looking at you. They're still trying, like, trying to curse you and shit, trying to cast spells on you in your face. Well, if I just tell them this, I just need to tell them, a certain thing, and then it'll cast the spell. No, bitch, it don't work no more like that. Removing the corruption, that's what it says. Here, take the apple. No, bitch. All those bats, that's the spell work. We ain't doing this shit again. We adapting out of this shit. I ain't about to go through that again. That's what you're saying. You trying to put me in an endless loop. That's an infinity. No, but I ain't with you. You saying you with the divine. You with the divine. You know what I mean? Your spirits are with you, bro. What your ancestors weren't able to do, they passed that torch to you. You have been entrusted to jump that fence. You know what I mean? Like in the movie is what I'm saying. I'll be jumping people's fences. Because you're always going to be backed, bro. As long as you stay in the light. I love that. That's cool. That's pretty powerful, man. Stay true. Stay lit. Stay you. That's the peace sign of the Most High. Got y'all. Peace.